Are we live? Yeah! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Two Nerds, One Quest. I am your host and DM, JC. Here with the three nerds because math is hard. Tom Norman, sitting here stretching out, flexing.
Yo.
I almost say he's dabbing.
Nope. I was attempting to do the Hollywood, what is that? The
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
the All-American?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
The All-American, yeah.
Yeah.
That other voice you hear referencing Hulk Hogan, that's Ryan Crixus Kukta.
Hey,
doing
brothers.
The Macho Man Randy Savage.
There's almost coffee everywhere.
Oh, by the way, Tom Norman, if you don't know, plays Aranon in this campaign. And last but not least, the silent assassin, the lazy dragon, the lore master, Jeff Doc Williams.
Only quiet on the stream, not quiet in the game.
I'm going to argue that nobody is a silent assassin other than me because you guys
I would
to
argue
make
you're
noise
not very much either.
everywhere.
Yeah, we've seen you. You're silent, but not so much assassin.
I haven't had a chance to assassinate anybody yet.
He's the silent victim. He keeps falling down.
Yeah, we gave you plenty of chances to be the silent assassin, and you decided to be the tackler.
I don't need your attitude.
As you can see, we're in a good mood this morning.
By the way, the only surefire way to tackle somebody is to give them the old RKO. So think about that next time. Out of nowhere.
You know, I did do a bulldog in one of my earlier fights before you joined up, Crixus. I did successfully do that.
You know, if people don't understand that that's a wrestling thing, that was really awkward.
I didn't say I bulldogged my nuts. I said I gave somebody a bulldog.
You said I did a bulldog.
Oh, maybe I did. Okay.
That should be in the show titles, Norm.
All right, what was it?
I did a bulldog.
And I'm not here to judge, so let's move on.
The problem is your wrestling references, in order to get any benefit, plus or minus on AC or your difficulty, is going to have to be old school. Like, you're going to have to do like a flying burrito or something in order for me to get it. I mean, I think the most modern wrestling move I know is like the people's elbow. That is probably the most modern wrestling move I know. And so that's not even modern. That's yeah, exactly.
And they'd already have to be prone. I mean, that's not even really a great move at that point. So
no.
Just wait till I'm standing from a second floor window in Swanton Bomb.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to see that in game now.
Trust me, I'll show you a video.
See what you roll.
I'll show you a video after stream.
All right, you guys. I know you're all tired and you're fearing what's going to happen at this bar with your 3 spell slots left amongst the group. Do you want to give us a recap, Mr. Williams?
Sure. I think as the weeks go by, the rhyme scheme is taking over and the actual content is getting lost. But hey, it's entertaining.
That's why we're here.
All right. All right. I went a little bit different on the rhyme scheme this time. See if you notice. The party finds Sefik and Snow heading over with axe, mace, and bow. Crixus fails with the dice and slips on the ice and can't even grapple a toe. Aranon goes and grapples the guy, but then takes too much damage and dies. Ellie heals him back, and then Crixus' axe finishes Sefik, but that's just a lie. He continues to fight with no head, as Aranon turns the snow red. With things looking dire, they finally use fire to make sure that Sefik stays dead. This battle was quite a tough test, so they head to the inn for some rest. Don't want to be late for Doc's Dwarven date, so stay tuned for Two Nerds, One Quest.
Nice.
Yeah. Ooh, I like it.
Limerick.
Yep, that was good.
Style.
Yes.
It's, yeah.
I need a... Oh, wait, I got this.
Got the...
There we go. You'll hear it on stream. Crixus probably hears it.
Crixus isn't listening, it's true.
Oh. I added applause.
No. We're at the point where we trust you now, Norm.
Well, you shouldn't do that.
We don't have a choice.
So you guys went back to the inn. You brought the little Chwinga back. Oh no, she went to check on the little Chwinga in her room. Is there anything you'd like to do to prep for tonight besides? I mean, you get a short rest here if you want it.
So, yeah, I think we took a short rest, just
Yep.
some hit dice, just to pop the hit points up. Doc's basically cleaning himself up. Nothing too elaborate. Combing hair and making sure there's no blood in his beard and
beard straightener.
stuff like that. But it does strike Doc. Like, you guys realize that the only reason we tried to get into this party was to get a hold of Sefik, and now that's taken care of. So, I mean, I'm committed to this, but I don't know what you guys want to do tonight.
I'm always up for a drink. And we're not going to be in town for very much longer, so my options are becoming limited in gold accumulation.
Well, so if we're headed back to the hotel so that Doc can, cold rag himself, the question that I would have is, what's our story? If anybody asks us if we've seen Sefik, is the answer just no?
At this point,
we saw him coming back in the morning, legitimately. That's not a lie.
Well, here's the big thing. Are we supposed to know who Sefik is? Nobody's ever... We were introduced to him once, weren't we?
No, I don't.
Somebody pointed him out to us, right?
Yes. But I don't
not
remember.
from their crew.
Okay, so we don't know who Sefik is. So if somebody asks, we don't know who he is.
Who's that?
And we absolutely didn't kill him.
All right, so the team...
Okay, definitely, absolutely don't say that.
The team has that conversation so that we're
What were we-
prepared.
What were we doing all day? We went to the gem mine. What if Sefik told someone he was going to the gem mine?
Doesn't mean we saw him.
Could have been killed by some kobolds. Who knows?
That damn Chewinga.
Maybe he fell down the...
Don't play in the
stairs
Chewinga!
Stabbed him with a butter knife.
Hey man, we don't know. They could be pyros.
That's fair.
Yeah, they're more wind spirits than fire spirits.
Not my problem. So that's my statement. We don't know who he is. We never saw him.
I'm into it.
All right. I'm going to, since I realize it's not like a date, but I'm going to try out some of my conversation on these guys, see if these work, see if they think they're funny. But they may not get dwarven humor. So, they would probably understand dwarves don't like goblins. So, what's funnier than a dead goblin? A dead goblin in a clown suit. No? Okay.
Ellie
We'll pass on that one. We'll pass on that one. All right, one more. How many goblins does it take to paint a house? Depends on how hard you throw them. Okay, that one worked. Okay, I'll save that one. That was a good one.
Doc, that's horrible. Ellie's
Nope, that's great.
covering her mouth, giggling the whole time.
Nope, that's great. I'm going to clap him on the back. And I'm going to say, okay, now go wash your balls. You might need them later.
That's not the way dwarves do it.
No, they call it banging rocks.
Oh boy.
Well, whatever. Go make sure they don't stink.
No, see, that's the thing. That's musky is the way to go.
Get ready how dwarves get ready for a date, Doc. Ellie says. Whatever you feel you need to do, go ahead.
Kirk just asked Ellie about the Chewinga. Make sure that that little guy's still comfortable and happy.
Yeah, he's in there. He's got like 3 plates, and like I'm gonna have to talk to the innkeeper.
Oh.
Let her know that the the plate's gathering up in the room. It's just we'll give them all back in the end. But he's got quite the collection going.
Do we
Goddamn Chewinga.
I mean, I think we generally had a good impression of Torga's crew other than Sefik. Is that accurate? Like, from at least what we know? That
Yeah,
they're
I mean, I don't think they tried
on
to
the up
screw
and
us
up
or anything.
legit.
Yeah.
Trading company, yeah. Seems that way.
Okay.
We're
We're not expecting danger.
No,
not really.
I would probably still
Which
be
is
on
good.
our guard just in case somebody was watching the battle and tries to catch us in a lie, but I'm not convinced that he didn't come alone.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Polish
All
yourself
set,
up, and
ready.
get all set and ready. As you head to the bar,
The,
Go
I'll
ahead.
say we finished the ale or the cider in the flask. I don't know if
Okay.
we should fill the flask up again, or
Always
if,
fill it.
We're just drinking what's there.
We always need a roadie, so you should probably just keep that filled at all times.
All right, I'm gonna then. Let's see. My choices are Dragon's Blood or whatever Marta has at the bar downstairs. Dragon's
Anytime
Blood
we
being
get to
the
interact with
pass out
Marta,
juice.
it's a win.
All right. I'll probably give it to Crixus or Aaron, whoever wants to go chatter up, to have it filled while I'm getting ready.
All right, and what was the dragon's blood?
That's the pass out stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'm not
That's-
filling it with
I
that.
don't think we want that.
Wrong
So,
stuff. You probably don't want that in the.
Nope. All right, I'll take it down and
Sure.
while everybody's getting ready, I am who I am. I'm already ready.
You're already ready, so you're gonna go down there.
Yep.
Okay. You go down there, and Marta's sitting behind the bar, and she's got the chain around her neck, and she's just looking at the ring.
How's it going?
Oh, good. And she quick puts it back in her under her shirt. What can I do for you?
I need this filled. Whatever's the strongest.
Strongest or smoothest, or what will keep you the warmest?
Ooh, isn't strongest and warmest one and the same?
No, strongest will put you on your ass. Warmest will just make it nice and tingly on the inside, and still keep you halfway decent up here.
Decisions, man. We'll go with warmest.
Warmest? Oh, excellent. Perfect. And she grabs it and she goes in back and pours it and she goes, there you go. And here, and she puts a shot on the counter. That's what that is, just so you're aware.
And you might as well give me a shot of the strongest while you're at it.
Really?
Yes?
Okay, I will be right back. And she goes, it's a shot of the strongest. Do this one first, because I want you to know what you've got in your flask.
Oh, no. Okay. All right, I'll do the warm first.
Okay, and that you take a shot of that, and that's a cidery, cinnamony, mulled, spiced. Like it's cold, but when you swallow it, you just feel that just right down inside, and just ooh.
Ooh, it's tingly.
Right near
Make
sub cockles.
right in the sub goggles, near the sub cockle region.
The cinnamon whiskey, is that what that is?
Something like that, yeah. Aaron, make an Arcana check, honestly.
Roll them dice. Roll them
As you feel this kind of roll through your...
I know, nothing. 4.
4? Yeah, it's really good. It tastes delicious and it feels nice. And you have the other shot, and she goes, okay, here you go.
All right, I'm going to hold it up, look at it, and say, you're not going to try and take advantage of me after this, are you? Smile and shoot it back.
You put it down on the counter, and she goes, maybe. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
I'm waiting for this Constitution
it's
saving
coming a
throw for
mile away.
months.
Oh, no. Where's Constitution? I don't like this at all. 15?
15. She says maybe and winks at you.
Oh.
And your vision gets just dark for a second. Like, have you ever like passed out, like passed out?
Yep.
How your vision gets a little dark on the sides and then just kind of goes black,
Yep.
and then you wake up on the floor. It goes dark for like a second, then opens back up, and you're sitting there at the bar, and you're a little shaken, a little woozy, little it feels like you've had quite a bit.
Nice.
You're all right, bit pissy.
Yeah. All right, be a drunk, dog.
Yeah, are your friends coming down?
At some point, they will be.
All right, we get drunk, Aaron. On. Hey.
We're gonna have to weekend at Bernie's Aaron on for the first half of this party.
You might have to. A little bit of time passes. She gives him a cider or something to keep him weekend at Aaronon's. You guys eventually come down. Aaronon's be at the bar in the inn, and he is drunk. And you guys kind of like, he was down there for maybe 10 minutes. And for him to be this intoxicated, it's a little like, what happened?
I'm going to throw my hand up in the air and yell, I recommend the strong stuff.
Who gave him alcohol already? He's low on blood today.
I fell down
Great
twice. And I show up 3 fingers.
Oh boy, I don't have spell slots for this. Crixus, Ellie says.
On the bright side, if he passes out, you won't need him.
That's true.
Nor do I, young Ellie.
You'll always need me.
Yeah, that's why you do this. Come on. She grabs you by the arm, and do you go willingly?
Of course.
Okay.
Let's go on an adventure.
Exactly.
All right. I'm gonna leave 10 gold for Marta, just because sometimes things like this get out of hand and we may or may not come back. So I'm gonna just leave her 10 gold just as a prepayment for the rest of our time and whatever she filled the flask with.
Oh, okay.
As we're walking out the door, I'm gonna throw my hand up in the air and wave and look behind me and yell, "Bye! See you later."
See you later. Take care of him.
Have a good evening, Marta.
Crixus, she says when you say have a good evening, he may get worse before he gets better. Just a heads up.
Perfect. Just wanted to have a babysitting charge for the evening.
I don't need
Please.
a babysitter.
And no, you don't, Ellie says. She pats your hand. Come on. So as you guys head out, you're leading drunk Aaron on through the city streets. There's a boy that's wrapped in all his winter garb and everything. He's standing on top of like a soapbox and he's yelling. And he's the town crier. He's yelling news and he yells out, "Gemstone mine closed because of monsters. Speaker Matthew is offering 50 gold to anyone who clears it out."
I'm gonna yell, "Not anymore!"
No, that's. He looks a little confusing. Pulls his paper out and he looks at it and goes, "No, it's still closed." Puts the paper back.
Yeah.
So
This is gonna be fun.
So Crixus then says, maybe the kid's got a point. Perhaps we should discuss our journey today to the mines with the mayor before we head to the party. It might behoove us to be fashionably late.
I'm not sure if we want to bring Aaron on to the mayor at this point, but I think that's a good idea. Well, I guess, yeah, what's better? Bring him to the party with his truth serum or bring him to the mayor? It's kind of a horse apiece.
Either or. I mean,
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Either way, we're going to have a lot of fun. Reference counter. Ding.
Can we ask the crier where the mayor resides or where he might be at this time?
Where the speaker resides?
Or the speaker, yep.
Yeah. He says you can typically find him at the Blue Clam, which is really ironic to you guys because it's where you're headed.
What? What an amazing coincidence.
I'm going to tell the town crier that his mom is a blue clam.
God, no. What the?
He's like 12.
He'll learn.
Fair not. Let's continue on. Good Lord.
The kid looks at Aranon without missing a beat and says, "Sir, most of the ladies in this parts are blue clams. It's cold." Going back to town crying.
I like this kid. Can we take him with us?
It's a whip, that one.
He keeps yelling.
We already have one. We already have one kid we're babysitting. We don't need two.
Where?
Headed
Must
to
have
the
meant the
blue
Chewinga,
clam.
right?
The Chewinga, Aranon. The Chewinga.
Oh, yeah, that little bastard. He is a little kid, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's stealing all the dishes at the end.
So we can't have that. It's
Yeah.
not worth anything.
Oh, that's... Well, no, he is worth something. The dishes
No.
aren't.
The dishes, not worth anything.
no.
Why take them?
He's playing.
Ooh. The Chewinga would be your best friend if it was a fancy inn, wouldn't it be? Because he'd be stealing the silver.
I should teach him how to steal. Proper.
There's value to that Chewinga. We shall see.
And you guys, as you're having this discussion walking through the city streets, you eventually come across the Blue Clam. It's bright, boisterous. Make a perception check.
Won't say.
Won't say.
4.
Accurate, natural 1.
Perfect. Let's see. Where's
My
Ellie?
God.
Where is Ellie? Let me have Ellie. Let's see.
So we just don't.
There are only-
We don't see the guy get thrown out the window.
No, it's not that.
If it's Suffolk
Ellie.
again, I'm going to be really sad.
No. It was a 18 plus her
It's a long way back up from the pit.
22. 22 total. She said, "You smell that? It's like meat. Must be cooking something good in there. It smells delicious." Aranon, you want to go get some meat?
Yes?
All right, let's go inside.
Perfect.
You go inside and there's music playing. There's actually a rather large band playing, bards. A guy in these really fancy, colorful pants playing a lute. He's got this really kind of strange floppy hat on, and there's an orc with a huge, like, upright bass style instrument, and then and this tabaxi in the back that doesn't have drumsticks, but apparently has like his claws filed down to be dull, and he's just tapping on these things like hand drumming, except using his claws stuff. And the music's catchy as hell. Like you instantly get the like, what is love, baby? Exactly. So you guys head in and find a place near the bar, kind of scope it out. What would you like to do as you approach the bar?
Do we see anybody from Torga's in here yet?
Make a perception check. Bar's actually pretty busy tonight. The meat being on.
I was going to say before I rolled, it's got to be better than a 4, and it is. It's a 5.
Perfect. Yeah, you don't see anyone. There's a lot of people in here down on the ground. It's very, very difficult to see anyone specific.
Aranon saw something.
I got a dirty 20.
Nice. Aranon, you You see them. They're over in the corner. The Torga and a couple of her people are in the corner at a table. They actually a very good table for it. You can kind of see the whole place and got a good view of the band, and it's right a little ways away from the door, so the waitresses are constantly going past, so you can flag them down easily, get new drinks and whatnot.
Are they like further away, like across the bar?
A little bit, yeah,
Okay,
from where you're at.
I'm gonna take a chair and stand on it and wave to them and say, "Hey, Torga, we're here." And here's Doc, and I'm gonna point to Doc.
She hears her name and kind of sits and look, and just kind of gives you a hi, and then goes back to talking to her friends.
I'm gonna get off the chair and tell Doc, I think she's excited to see you.
Good. I can see this is going to be an interesting night.
Okay, Doc.
All right, I will mosey my way through the crowd, I guess, heading to the direction that Ernan was pointing.
Make an
Somewhere
acrobatics.
over there.
Make a dexterity save, honestly, as you maneuver your way through a large crowd. Drunk
It's going up
people
slowly. 6.
at one point, your foot gets stepped on. Someone apologizes. You get a little beer spilt on you, but you aren't upset about beer being spilt on you. You're a dwarf, kind of used to it.
That's cologne.
Somebody smudged your Pumas.
Exactly. Yep.
I'll
Ellie is
teach you to wear
following
white
behind you.
shoes in public.
Ellie's following behind you. Crixus, what are you doing?
Crixus is singularly focused on drinking for free tonight, so I'm hoping to find the speaker and hopefully get this deal done before someone else notices the gemstone mine is cleared out and takes credit for our work.
All right. So you go. How do you go about finding the speaker?
Do I know what he looks like?
No, you've never met him.
All right. So then my plan is to find the VIP section of this bar and ask a waitress.
You find.
Look for the velvet rope.
Is there like a roped off bottle service or something like that going on?
No, not really.
All right.
This at the end of the bar. Well, you do find a waitress and you inquire about Speaker Matthew, and she goes, "Oh yeah," and nods over to there's a half orc sitting at the end of the bar. Like there's the bar gap where the waitresses can get in and out and they get their drinks, and there's a section with one seat on the other side of it, and it looks like that's like his spot. Like he's sitting there, and there's a notepad in front of him and an abacus, and he's messing with stuff, and there's like whiskey, you think it is, in a tumbler on the bar, and he just takes a sip from it, and he's kind of jamming to the music, but he's into some work that he's doing there, like it's a normal everyday thing.
I'm going to tell Ellie that I'm headed to the corner. I believe that should be our speaker to close the deal on the gemstone mine.
That is a good idea. I was going to follow. All right, Aranon?
Yeah.
Ellie says.
Yo.
Come with me. We're going to go sit at the table with Torga.
All right.
Okay? All right.
Before they walk away, I'm going to grab Ellie by the shoulder and say, "Stay with the boy. He could get us into some big trouble tonight."
That's why I wasn't gonna leave him at the bar by himself. I gotta go catch up with Doc though. Good luck. Let me know how it turns out. Okay.
Of course.
You come to the table when you're done.
Of course.
All right. Come on, Aaron. Aaron, make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Seems accurate. 12.
She grabs your arm to move, and you fall off the bench, but you kind of land on your feet and stumble a little bit, and she is able to keep you upright as you two walk off towards the table following Doc.
Stuck the landing.
That was a serious shock.
Doc,
Yes.
you eventually approach the table. You find your way through the crowd and through the butts and nuts, and well, it's dwarf. That's what his view is: butts and nuts. So you approach the table, and Torg is sitting there, kind of back in the middle of the table with a person on each side of her. And it's, Doc, how you doing?
Hello, I made it.
I am happy to see it. And she turns to her one friend, and they kind of move out and allow you into the booth. There are several chairs on the outside, but like there's like 3 chairs on the outside, and then there's a booth that has like room for like 4 or 5.
All right, I'll scoot in there and start with small talk and, throwing in a joke here and there.
Okay, make a charisma check as you chat up.
Might need new dice. Let's see.
Roll that net 20.
That's the third 5 rolled in a row. Plus 1 is 6.
Plus 1 is 6. The jokes are kind of going over like lead balloons. The goblins. How many goblins does it take to paint a house? Really kind of falls flat.
Shocked. I thought that one was great.
All right, I'll try. So I tried. Probably. Did you know that 6 out of 7 dwarfs aren't happy?
That works on the DM. Dang you. Jeff broke the DM, sorry.
That's what I
That
do.
sounds like inspiration.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta take my glasses off. Tears of Mice, that's my type of humor. Oh boy, people. All right.
I'm not sure they have the subtext necessary for that one, but
No, that doesn't make sense to them. That hits the DM in the funny bone though.
Too far north to get that joke.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. After just like your few couple opening lines and an opening joke, the joke's kind of falling flat. Aaron and Ellie come up to the table, and I was like, "Hello again." Torga kind of looks at her and is like, "Good evening."
Can I
seat.
sit? Thanks.
Yeah, take a seat. There's seats right there. You're missing one, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know. He's gone taking a shit or something.
Yeah, nature does call to all of us. So, Aaron, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Jesus.
You've been shuffled and jostled as you've walked through the crowd.
10.
10. As you're sitting at the table, you're as you were walking over, your mouth was kind of like dry, parched, like cotton mouth. And you sit down at the table, and suddenly your mouth is just watering,
hot spits.
Uh-huh.
and you your stomach turns a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you'd like to do as a reaction?
I'd
I'm
like
just
to
gonna-
order some food and a round of shots.
Yeah,
That
right.
doesn't have anything to do with it.
I'm gonna kind of keep my mouth quiet, just kind of grin it out, kind of like swallow it down.
Chill.
Make a. Oh, what would
Throw
this be?
Dexterity.
Either a dexterity. I was gonna say either a dexterity or a strength check. Strength to keep your mouth shut. Either or. Choose
Either
one.
or. I'm going with
Strength or
dexterity
dexterity save.
because
You want
I am very
to
dexterous.
keep your mouth shut or find a good place to
15.
hit?
With a 15, you are able to. You find there's a large tankard on the table, and you kind of look at it and you go, "Oh, that's empty." And you subtly have the mug off to the side, and you kind of cover your mouth. The little bit that does, like, the vomit comes up, and there's a little bit that spews out. It ends up in the mug, but you don't make a giant mess anywhere, and you swallow that back and put the mug back on the counter, and it tastes awful. Like yeah, because you didn't eat a lot today yet.
No, I really didn't.
No, you really didn't, and that's a lot of bile and alcohol.
And actually, instead of putting it on the table, can I put it underneath my chair?
Yes, you can put it underneath the chair. Absolutely.
Yeah, that way it's
Ooh,
not.
keep track of that, DM.
Oh,
So,
not
Food and a round of shots. I would like.
Yep,
to
you order
the next
food.
time the waitress-
yeah, the
food
waitress
for
comes.
the whole crew, not just me. Like
All right.
at least my crew, and I'll ask Torgesh if they've eaten already.
We have not. Why don't we just get a big table full of food, and we'll buffet or family style meal. Does that sound good to you? All right.
Love it.
Crixus. You see Speaker Matthew down at the end of the bar doing his work. You approach him.
I do. Yeah.
Okay. He's busy
Speaker.
writing it. Oh, yes. Can I help you?
Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening to you.
I humbly request your attention for only a few minutes.
Consider it given. What can I do for you?
This afternoon, my team successfully cleared out the gemstone mine from a horrid and nightmarish creature that seems to have inhabited it.
Really?
I believe it is safe for your men to return and continue their work.
Well, this is fantastic news, but do you have any proof of such a thing, my good man?
Indeed, we do.
Oh, you did not act alone. There are others?
Oh, no, sir. No sole individual could have cleared out this mine. It was laborious work.
Oh. Well, fair enough. Would you like to regale me with your tale of the exploration of the mine and put
Indeed,
forth
I'll do
whatever
that.
proof you do have?
And this is where I came ill prepared for this. Who's got the beak? Do I have the beak? I don't have the beak.
I thought we put that in my bag of holding.
Wait. Yeah, that's in the bag of holding
Mhm.
for sure. So I'll recount our tale,
Okay.
and I'll say, and I'll reference we claimed the beak from the creature, and
Okay.
a compatriot of mine does have that item safely secured in his bag, and I could present this item to you if needed. So
I would greatly like to see the item. If you can produce it, make a persuasion check, Grixis.
sure.
Because you're telling the story, you're going through everything that you guys went through in the mine, and you're basically storytelling. And he's gonna need. I don't have actual dice up.
18.
18. Yeah, he what did I roll? 13? Yeah. Yeah, he's into it. He's believing he buying it all, and at the end he said, "Yeah, absolutely. You produce this beak that you got, and the reward's as good as yours."
Indeed. How would we settle upon that reward?
You bring the beak to me here, and I will give you the money.
Oh, yet this evening, you believe?
Sure, absolutely. If you
Oh.
can produce it this evening, I
Indeed, I know just where my friends are. And Crixus will start to navigate through the crowd to the Torga table.
Okay. You navigate through the crowd. You get through it pretty easy. You're a sizable guy, and you're sober. So you end up at the table. There is an empty chair there. Make a perception check.
9.
9. You accidentally kick something as you approach the table. And there's now a mug got kicked over. So you kind of look down and go, oh, whatever. That's why I'm at a bar, and then it happens.
Yeah. Just chili on the ground. Chowder or something.
There's the last one, Torgo says. Will you be dining with us as well?
I yet have business to attend to, but I shall be back and ready for some consumption.
Fair enough. How long shall your business take?
Hopefully a very short time if my friend here, Aranon, can join me.
Ellie kind of looks at you with, and raises an eyebrow, really?
I would love to.
It's some necessary
Did-
business.
All
Did
right.
the next round of shots show up before
Yes.
you walked away?
Yes, they did. They come to the table right at this.
And so Crixus is going to quickly do the shot that was intended for Aranon.
Okay.
And then Aranon does the shot that was intended for Crixus?
I would assume so.
No,
I
I'm,
can't. I
Or
don't know.
Crixus is going to double fist it.
no, I'm gonna look at the shot and just kind of go, and stand up.
One of those. All right. So you stand up, Aranon.
Mhm.
Make a dexterity saving throw as you stand up.
Standing up is the battle still. Good lord.
Hey, just be glad you rolled a 15 to start this. Could have
9.
been worse.
9. You slip on the vomit
Ooh.
on the floor. When you slip, you grab hold of the first thing that is by you to hold you.
Uh-huh.
And it happens to be this giant orc that was walking by with a stein of beer with ale.
Mm-hmm.
And you grab his arm and spill his ale all over the place.
Hmm.
He is pissed. He turns and looks at you and he said, "Mind your own damn business, you spilled my ale," and he backhands you. Let me go here and see if does an 18 hit your AC?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So
You do.
it is 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And let's roll initiative.
Ooh.
Let me get my actual dice out here while we're doing this.
That's a
Alright.
1.
That's a 1. Oh, you got a 1? Of course you did.
Wow.
You're sitting at the table behind everyone else.
I was
Genius.
I was in the middle.
Back?
+1.
All right. So I also rolled a 1.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
You have -1 on that?
Yes, I do. have minus 1. Very astute.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, that makes
Yeah, I was in the middle of a joke. It's like my dad, he's 5 feet tall. I really look up to him.
Who's going first, Doc or Crixus? It's up to you guys.
Doc.
Doc.
Doc will go
Crixus.
first.
Looks like you're getting punched in the face before we go, Aaron. So
Let's see. Okay.
I didn't even start this. Well, I mean, I kind of did, but
So the orc backhands you, Aaron. And he winds up and he just takes another fist, another 18, and punches you for 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Torga, at this point, and her two people are trying to get up and get out. Like her two guys get out and go after this guy, but one of her guys bumps into another guy and shoves him into a table and knocks the drinks on this table all over the place. At this point, it's like chaos in this corner of the bar as other people at that table start fighting Torga's guard. And the other guard gets out to the orc and tries to grab his arm. He's got his arm and hanging on to it, trying to do him. And Torga's moving out, pulling out a dagger out of her belt to engage in this whole fight. At this point, I need Crixus. Hang on 1 second. I gotta see what happens here. I need Crixus, I think, to roll a d8 for me. Yes. Roll a d8 for me, Crixus. A 2. From that table on the side, some guy had picked up a chair and he was going to try and hit someone with it. It came out of his hand. The chair comes sailing across the room. Does an 11 hit you?
it would not.
It would not. The chair goes sailing by and hits the wall and shatters. And this has the attention of someone else that thought the chair was thrown at them. They stand up and swing at someone else. At this point, this is devolving into a full-on bar brawl. Aranon, it is your turn. You've been punched you were backhanded and punched in the mouth by this orc.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is throw my hand up in the air and give him the bird.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming I'm laying. I'm assuming I'm prone at this point. Or did I get knocked down?
No, you're upright. You ended up sitting on the table. You aren't prone.
No, I'm still giving him
that guy's arm. Remember?
I'm still giving him the finger.
The couple of drinks that were on the table got spilt that were on your table. So you give him the finger. What would you like to do?
You're really good at decision making.
I feel like killing him at this point would probably get me in trouble. So I am going to, since he has his arm preoccupied, I am going to
tackle him, grapple him.
Well, the thought did cross my mind.
Pour your potion from your pocket in his mouth.
That is still in my pocket. However, I think I'm going to... Oh, man, so many ways I can do it.
What you doing, Aaron? What you doing?
How tall? How big is he? Like, how big are we talking?
Well, he's got a good foot on you, and he's about 300.
All right, yeah. I'm going to soccer kick him in the nuts as hard as I can.
Oh, shit. All right. Make your attack roll. Unarmed attack, so just add your strength modifier to it.
Which is -1.
I almost had a nat 20. 18.
18. So you wind up, you kick him in the junk, and he doubles over, pulling the Torga guy with him. The Torga's guard actually is able to maintain his footing and stay upright. And kind of shakes us off. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You got a bonus action and move. Flipping him off was a free action.
Wait, what was a free action?
Flipping them off.
Oh, yeah. I assume that didn't take any.
Flipping them off is a free action. That's a pretty good show technique.
I am going to...
Try and hide.
Yeah, right? So I can, with fast hands, I can use an object.
Mhm.
So I'm going to pick up a chair next to me and hit him in the head with it.
You can pick up the chair next to you. You wouldn't be. You already made it. I would say you could pick up the chair and ready to do that next turn.
All right. I'll do that.
Okay. So you pick up the chair, you're ready to attack him with the chair next turn. Doc, the chaos is devolving around you. Your beer got spilt. It was just placed in front of you. Got spilt. It actually started rolling into your lap. Your lap's a bit wet. And the chair went sailing overhead, smashed against the wall. You see Aranon picking up a chair. Torga pulled a knife, apparently. What would you like to do?
Well, I feel like I'm probably caught behind the table somewhat, so I guess I'm going to I'm gonna take the cue from Torga and I guess ready a dagger for anything that gets close and kind of just position myself a little better. Maybe stand on the bench.
Yep.
Feet.
So you get up, you stand up on the bench with the wall at your back. You got your day in case anything. Make sense?
And I think that's it. Yeah.
All right. Do me a favor and roll a d8.
3.
3. There's a chair that is being swung, and it's a guy. He actually went after Torga's guard, who ducked under it, and it's going to collide with you against the wall. So it misses, just straight up misses. The guy smashes the chair on the wall. It splinters right next to your head. Crixus, it's your turn.
All right. So the guy that is attacking Aranon, I'm going to attempt to grapple him.
Okay.
So is that an unarmed strike?
Yep.
$16?
16, yes. You successfully grab him. You wrap your arms around and grab the guy and kind of lift him up. Is there anything you'd like to do with him?
Yeah, I just want to
wanna
scream.
move?
Yeah, no, I don't want. Well, I want to scream out. He didn't mean it, you moron. And then just kind of end my turn. Right?
Okay. This guy that you just grabbed is going to try and break free. Can you make a strength saving throw for me?
Can't wait.
Or a strength ability check, sorry. Not saving throw. Contested strength checks.
5.
5. He stands up and kind of Hulk throws the Torg guy off him, throws you off of him, and proceeds to go after Aranon again. Does a 15 hit your AC?
No.
He swings and Aranon's able to and it's almost kind of drunken mastery. He kind of out of the way, and he connects with a Torga guy and hits him. The Torg guy swings back at him, and this whole place is just kind of erupted at this point in this massive bar brawl. Torg guy swings back at him, clobbers him in the head a couple of times with the like butt end of his. He's not trying to kill him, but he's using like the butt end of a dagger, just trying to knock him out. And does actually very well. And the orc is still kind of standing there a little woozy. Torga's disappeared. She's like just gone. If you guys can make perception checks, try and see where she went. Like
11.
Same.
11?
17.
17. Oh, at disadvantage.
Drunk
because you're drunk.
clarity.
Well, no, maybe not. It's disadvantage because he's drunk. Watch it be better. That'll be drunken clarity.
13.
13. Yeah, you don't see where she went. She like disappeared in all of this. Her goons are still around fighting for her. Aranon, roll a d8 for me. I will be right back. I'm sorry, guys.
Not that innocent.
So
It's a nice quiet night at the bar, right?
I swear I did not start this fight. I do blame the cup. It was not my fault.
If I'm going backwards to the source of this, I thought I was going to stop at Aranon taking a drink from Marta, but actually I sent him downstairs to fill the flask, so it's probably my fault.
Yep, I blame Doc.
Doc, if I were you, I'd be designing a plan to still somehow get laid tonight.
That was the plan until all of a sudden Torga's missing.
I mean,
I thought of it just after my turn.
She's playing hide and seek.
Comedy's not working. Yeah.
Maybe? I mean, maybe this is one of those come find me tee-hee.
Yeah.
Hey, you're just lucky that John hasn't said anything about the guy that kissed Aranon or kissed Ellie last night.
My apologies. We even referenced that before the show. I should have gone.
I mean, we filled our time appropriately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
More
Lots
drinking
of
and
blame.
throwing stuff around. Lots of blame. So, Aranon, you rolled the d8?
Yep, 6.
6. With a 6, what happens to you? Oh, come on. Someone from the table next to you that got knocked in by Torga comes over and it just swings a haymaker at you. And does an 18 hits you because it hit you twice before.
Yep.
Let's see, where's my d4? You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you get just blindsided punched from a direction you were not expecting. Then it's your turn, Erna.
I know I'm so indecisive about this.
Just go with it.
Yeah, I'm going to turn around and look at the guy that hit me.
Mm-hmm. Seems appropriate.
And I'm going to...
It's a scrawny elf dude.
Oh,
long,
scrawny
shaggy
elf dude?
hair. Yeah, long, shaggy hair.
I'm going to give him a stone cold stunner. So kick him in the stomach and then turn around and drop down.
All right.
Dual wielding elbows.
Dual wielding elbows. Okay, make your attack roll. Unarmed attack.
15.
15, that absolutely hits him. Roll a d4 for the damage.
Three.
-1 strength is 2. Correct?
Oh,
2 points of damage. 2 points of damage to him. And then you drop the elbow on his back and right into the floor with him. Roll a d6 for.
So do you know? You ever see it where they put the head in the arm.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And that's what that is. I kick him in the stomach, which bends him over, and then I turn around, grab him like this, and then I drop, like with his head.
Aranon 316 says I just stunned your ass.
Yep. And then I get up and I chug a beer and slam the mug on his head.
Give me a d6 for your damage on the stunner.
Oh, 2. It was a 6 and rolled.
2. All right, so you deal 1 point of damage as you drop him to the ground. Stand up with your movement. As a bonus action, you grab a mug off the table and smack him over the head with it. Guy's unconscious on the floor. Doc.
I'd like to take another look to see which way Torgum might have gone.
All right, make a perception check.
I gotta be honest, I'm really happy with the way that worked out.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Yeah, you don't see her anywhere.
All
You
right.
don't see Ellie anywhere either.
Did you say we were close to the door to the kitchen?
Yes.
Or just a path? Okay. I'm going to head to the door to the kitchen and peek through it and just see if that's the way she went, because that's seems like the safest path at this point.
Okay, so you go and as you push on the door to the kitchen, there's resistance.
Like someone's holding it and it gives a little, or like it's locked, bolted in place?
Like it's barred.
Okay.
Like this may be a common occurrence, and they have taken precautions to prevent people from going and getting the sharp objects from the kitchen.
Okay. I'll just stand just far enough away from the door that it wouldn't hit me if someone opened it from the other side.
Okay.
And I'll assume that's all I can do.
Okay. Crixus. Oh, actually, Doc, roll a d8 for me. As you take up position by the door.
6.
6. Yep, someone actually from the other side of the door rolls up on you, and he's like thinking I got a dwarf here, so it's this human. He's just intoxicated as hell, and he swings at you at disadvantage, which you're very lucky because he had a 2 on one die and a 20 on the other. If that isn't drunk strength, I don't know what is. But he completely misses you. He ends up putting his fist in the wall next to you. He kind of swears that he's trying to pull his arm back out. Crixus, you got thrown off this large orc, and he proceeded to what did he do? He shoved Aaron on, didn't he? Or went after Aaron on? Yes.
Yeah.
He took a swing at Aranon and missed.
Yep, and missed. That's what it was. Yep.
All right. Well, I'm just going to, since we're doing wrestling moves in a bar, I'm going to try to pick him up on a Lex Luger torture rack. So just kind of go like that, grab him, and just suspend
and just
him
kind of
almost like a fireman's carry.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, make a strength check to pick him up.
I love this fight.
That's 12.
12? Let's see. Yeah, you're actually able to get him up, and you got him up in the air, and you're kind of just stretching his back out. He yells, and at this point, a flying bottle comes across the room. What does the bottle have for a bonus? Here, the bottle. 20. Does a 20 hit your AC?
It do.
It do. So you take a you take 4 points of slashing damage as this shatters across your shoulder, and the glass cuts through you.
Aaron, so I'm gonna I'm gonna scream out while I've got this guy suspended, like, "Settle down, you assholes!" And then I'll end my turn.
As you're holding him in that bottle across from the bar, you kind of look around. You realize the bar involved in this now, and it's like yelling at a gym full of kids. Like no one heard.
Perfect.
So much for turning in the beak, huh?
Yeah, Speaker's probably not sitting back enjoying this show.
Actually, as you look around, you kind of make a bar. You see he's not there, and everything that was at the end of the bar, that stuff is up and gone, and he's disappeared. The orc above you tries to get out of your grip. Can you make a strength check for me?
Yep. God, 8.
8. He worms his way out of your grip. Ooh. He ends up falling. He hits his head on the table. On the way down, is knocked unconscious. He's laying behind you on the floor now.
Still sickening crunch. All right.
Yeah. Torga's guys are looking around a little bit, and they both start ducking and covering and heading towards exits. As this whole place is just going absolutely nuts. Let's see. Aranon.
Right, everybody's running for the exits.
Just the Torg people. There's a lot of people still fighting. But the Torg crew is headed for the exits.
I imagine for half the bar, this is what they came for. So
I am going to. So, was Crixus facing me?
No, he was facing away from you.
Shit. And Doc is by the kitchen.
Yep.
Would I see Doc?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to... And am I closer to the kitchen door or the front door? Probably the kitchen door, right?
Kitchen door, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to... I'm just going to leave. I'm going to go through the kitchen. I'm going to actually yell to Crixus, kitchen. And I'm going to go out the kitchen way.
So you head towards the kitchen door. You end up right next to Doc, and you shove on the door, and the door does not move.
You're muted there, genius.
Muted.
You're right. I would tell him that it's locked as he's walking past, but I'm sure he tests it for himself.
Oh, yeah. He checks it for himself. It is literally the Luke yelling at Han, "I already tried that. You're going to get us all killed," type thing in the trash compactor situation.
So I'm going to say, Doc, help me kick it. Let's see if we can put 2 boots to it to kick it in.
Okay.
Did you try that, Doc?
It felt like it's barred pretty well. Do you want to... I can try to clear us a path to the other exit if you want to follow me.
Yeah, let's do that and grab Crixus. Where's everybody else?
Good question.
Fantastic.
good question.
All right, I'm going to yell, Crixus, change of plans, follow us. And I'm going to push Doc towards the main exit.
Okay. It's Ernan, Doc, Crixus here next. So say Ernan grabbed Doc and started moving, and they came back towards you and said, "Exit." Like you guys are headed out the exit.
All right. Yeah. So Doc's gonna use his low center of gravity, pick out where he thinks the exit is, and just go, pushing
Bowling ball.
anything and everything out of the way.
Bowling ball.
Bowling ball it. I'm the
Okay.
juggernaut, bitch.
This is exactly right. So,
He'll tell Aaronon when we start doing this. Watch for Ellie, because I don't know where Ellie is. So
All right.
all y'all make perception checks as you're pushing your way out of the bar.
So Crixus heard Ellie's name a couple times, and he's pretty nervous now not seeing her.
Look
13,
around a
18
bit.
on the perception.
18 on the perception, 13 for Aaronon,
7.
7 for Doc. That seems about right because Aaronon's worried about getting out, so he's kind of average. Doc is kind of short, so you'd have a hard time seeing through everything. Your heightened worry and concern over Ellie, you take a very structured moment to go, wait, we are missing someone. Where is she? And she is over by the door. Someone's got their arm around her neck and a knife to it and is backing out of the bar.
Oh, hell no.
I need someone to roll a d8. Actually, it could be a d4 at this point.
I'll let one of you guys do it.
I shall.
Oh, okay.
2.
2. There is another chair that suddenly comes for the group over the top of the crowd and hits the bar on the opposite side, just splintering as you guys are moving towards the door. You move towards the door, and just before you get there, this guy ducks out the door with Ellie.
And
And
Crixus
then-
is the only one that would have seen it, right?
Yeah, at this point. You guys get outside, and when you get outside the bar, the noise of the bar behind you, still in this massive bar fight, you see Ellie's laying on the ground. She's conscious. She's holding her neck, and you see this dude running down the road.
I'm going to take off after him.
Of course,
As you start running, you take off. You start running. Ellie yells, "Aaronon!" Oh,
Doc, so can Crix, are we in initiative now?
no, we're out of it now. You're out of the bar,
All right.
so you're out of the initiative.
Crixus is gonna kind of do like a take charge kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Doc, handle Aaronon. I'll care for Eliana.
Yeah, try to keep up, Doc.
Yeah, Doc's gonna chase after Aaronon, cursed his dwarven body.
And then I'll use my last spell slot to cure wounds on Ellie. Hopefully, heal her.
She looks up at you as you come by to like look at her. She's like, I'm fine. He just was using me to get out of there.
Oh,
Stop Aaronon. That kid's, he's just a kid. He didn't know what to do. He panicked. I'm all right. She turns and looks and goes, he's gonna... Should we follow him?
something got into him this evening.
Yeah, I should say. Holy cow. All right.
So I'll help Ellie up, and then I imagine we're some movement behind, so we'll start to dash after him.
I'm dashing
there...
as close as I can.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Before you guys are about to turn away and go after them, there's a clearing of a throat. And Ellie turns to look, and it's the speaker sitting there. Do you have your speak?
Poor timing, speaker. It just took off running.
Oh, what's that one? Okay. Why don't we just call this even then? I know the fight started with your group.
Huh. With our group or at our group?
Well, I saw the orc. Your man apparently did something to piss him off.
I can't say for sure what happens when you have an entire town of drunks.
I have a bar that's going to need much repairs. That reward would have gone well for.
Man, I wish I was there because I would tell him to shove it and give me the gold.
Make an insight check, Crixus.
It is low. 6.
Yeah, you think he's straight up concerned about having to pay for his bar.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'll say we'll find you tomorrow and settle this at that time.
Fair enough. I'll send
And then,
someone to the mine to verify your.
Perfect. Mine the frozen kobold.
I will tell him that. Good luck getting to your friend. And he just kind of backs in around the corner.
Like Homer going through the bushes, that gif?
A little bit, but into the shadows, yeah.
Aaronon's going to be pissed that he cost us straight cash tonight.
Aaron, I need, let's see, what do I need? I need a dexterity saving throw.
So at this point, would I still be that drunk if, like, adrenaline and all that?
You're not, I didn't say at disadvantage, I said a
No,
dexterity
I'm just curious.
You're
It's been a long day.
You're rage sober now, kind of.
Did you say dexterity?
Yes.
You should be good at those, right?
In theory. 11.
11. As this guy's running, he grabs a trash can and just a couple of them and just pulls them down ahead behind him. You go to jump over these and dodge them, and your foot lands in some trash, and you slip out, and you got to get back up. So you get back up, and you're working your way after him. He gets around a corner. You come around that same corner. Gone.
Is it an alley? Is it a street?
It's a street. You come around the corner, and it's just gone. About 10 seconds later, Doc comes up behind you. Huffing and puffing.
I'm just going to stop and listen to see if I can hear anything.
You hear Doc.
Dude.
Yep.
Doc, shush. He's around here somewhere.
Ellie's fine. He didn't hurt her at all. She's fine.
Well, if I catch this motherfucker, he's not going to be fine.
Make a perception check.
I'm going to make one separately. Oh, my best roll of the night.
Oh, 17. Natty one.
Yeah, you do not hear anything. Either one. You don't hear anything. It's very quiet suddenly.
Is there anything in my immediate view that would hide him? Like a dumpster or a... Do I notice any open windows?
Nope. He's like he went poof.
How many windows open in this town?
No, not a lot of open windows up here. He's cold. The windows that there are 4 inches thick, too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fine. Let's go back.
frustrated, you sigh and start walking back down the street, and Doc and Aranon walking down the street towards Ellie and Crixus with the magical street lamps shining. Music just kind of playing, leaving you frustrated. You didn't find the dude. Might not get the cash. The date didn't go so well. It's been a long ass 24 hours.
Productive, though.
I think right about now, you guys are all ready for a good ass long rest.
So Crixus is going to turn to Doc and just say, Doc, I support you if you want to find Torga's house, but there's no way I'm continuing on this evening.
Yeah, take the rest of them back. I'm going to hang out at Torg's place and just make sure they get back fine and see where they're at. And probably fall asleep on the porch. So, but get them into bed.
Do the old, hey, are you going to let me in? It's cold out here and there's wolves chasing me.
Yeah, it's cold. And
So you guys,
wolves.
We're going to pass their place on the way back anyway.
Yep, so you pass the place on the way back. Ellie and Crixus and Aranon head off towards the inn. What do you do? You're standing out front of Torg's house. There are
any lights on?
Yep, there are lights on inside.
All right, I'll go knock and see what's up.
So you go knock on the door, and from inside you hear someone say, Sefik?
Nope.
That's where we'll stop.
That did not go the way I thought it would go.
Good old bar fight.
Well, to be fair, we didn't draw up much of a plan, so...
You can thank the patrons. They voted for a bar fight encounter on date night.
It was gonna happen no matter what.
Okay, so
I was
we
gonna
know.
find a way.
So we
The
know
fact that you took
exactly who we blame Scoot and Jack on this one. We don't. We're talking about Doc taking the fold. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, you got to go back a step on that.
Yeah, we need to go back.
I love it.
There is still one more patron poll out there that I gotta finagle in. I think I know how I'm gonna do it, but that was yep. That was what happened on date night.
Wow, that was a good one. That was fun.
That was hilarious.
That was a lot of fun.
Doc got screwed by not getting screwed tonight on that whole deal. So
Well,
He
night's
may
still young.
still be screwed tonight. You don't know.
Yeah, it's still
I mean, there
technically
was a
early.
chance you guys were gonna say we got what we came for in this town. Let's hit the dog sleds and go. We got money. We got money for a Chewinga. We got money for what's the other thing we for killing Sefik. So we got to go claim those.
fair.
And I like had a panic moment because I had this whole thing kind of set up and went, oh crap, they might just leave.
No, there's no leaving when there's beer and the possibility of Doc getting his dipstick wet.
Beer and banging.
Yep. You know us better than that, John.
Oh yeah, I know.
Well, you didn't get to hear the last two of my my dwarf jokes. So
Ooh.
Bring it.
the first was gonna be small world, isn't it? That's it. And
That's it.
and did you hear about the problem with the mines? Turns out it was a dwarf shortage.
Holy crap! Those weren't gonna help.
And on that note, you can follow us
Charisma of
everywhere.
12, that's it.
We're going to call that the show. Follow us, Twitter, 2nerds1quest. I am at Tom M. Norman. Genius is going to be kicked off of Twitter after those jokes. Crixus
He got
is,
those jokes from
Possible.
he probably did. Genius is Lazy Dragon. GB. Cooch is Crazy Cooch. And DMJC is Wildfire1265. Follow us. Twitter, follow us. I don't know. After those jokes, my brain went to mush.
Should follow us, though.
Two Nerds, One
We're way
Quest on
funnier.
Twitter.
Yep, 2 Nerds, 1 Quest on Twitter. Show some love. Share it with everybody. Retweet our tweets saying that we tweeted out that we live and shit like that. Yeah, whatever.
Like, favorite, follow,
That too.
tweets. You want to support the show in a bit different way? There's a Patreon. Different levels. You can vote on encounters such as the bar fight.
Yes.
Obviously.
Patreon.com/2 Nerds 1 Quest. Show us some love. Even $1 a month gets you the podcast version of the show, so you can take it with you wherever you go. Includes the pre and post show content. Yeah, we have some cool rewards in there, including voting on encounters, which is turning out to be really good. We have some good
The Yukon
encounters.
Cornelius, the
Suffolk
bar
fight.
fight, the Suffolk fight. Those are all parts that you're helping steer the story, and that's
We love it.
I will be getting a poll for May up soon, because we're near the end of April here. Try and be more timely with this after failing in March.
Meh, it's all working out. So,
Nope.
for me, for JC, for Cooch, and for the Lazy Dragon, we shall catch you on the flip side.
6 out of
Enjoy
7
our
dwarfs
lazy
aren't
Sunday.
happy.
I was gonna say it too. That's good.